You are now tuned in to Hits 92.3, where we take great pride in personal expression of one's feelings, thoughts, or ideals. What you're getting ready to hear on this show are the opinions of the hosts and their guests, and they do not reflect the opinions of Hits 92.3 radio station, the brand, management, staff, their respective advertisers, parent companies, or affiliates. Now stay tuned as this show begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sky People Chief coming peace, love, and I'm just trying to see where you going with that on. You got cute for me.
Looking like my baby. I don't come in here unless they pay me. I've been here all night, I'm feeling wavy, but they closing down like the Calorie Road Macy's. Where we finna go, though? We can hit the town to take some photos. Girl, I got the smoke, but can you roll, though? You know I thought about you jumping on this pole. Go somewhere with all that over there you got. Running on my spot, do you running there a lot? You ran into a Roddy Rich, I'm good with the box. It'll be a remix, non-stop, let it rock.
La yeah.
Look who bringing back Jet magazines, ain't it? Beauty of the week indeed, that's a queen, ain't it? And she throw back on the smoke. I asked what it is, she said the presidential shit, not that tangerine, ain't it? She said, boy, stop. You thought it, you tried it. I said, yeah, whatever, if you sold that, I'd buy it. Windows to your soul, girl, I love the way your eyes get. When I look into them, I fall in a pool of violence. That's just what it's like, I got a jet that you can pilot. When we see each other, always frequent flyer mileage. It's always a laugh, she be like, boy, why you so childish? Because the internet, she said, jet be quiet. You know I'm a fool, Barrymore, I'm a riot. Like goddess to a like God, I'm a lion. You can't make you, we ain't been a fast diet. You know what it is, me and Slim, we just vibing.
Body image and positivity are major impacts in today's society. At Nurse2Beauty, we believe in bringing the beauty from within to the forefront. For those of you who are planning to have cosmetic surgery, Nurse2Beauty is ready and available for all of your postoperative needs. My name is Dontricia Dunham, and I am the registered nurse and owner. I have over 10 years of experience with emergency medicine that has aided me in giving quality medical care for cosmetic surgery clients. We specialize in a number of safe and effective options and solutions to help you achieve your ideal body image. Have a one-on-one virtual consultation via phone or private suite location. Have your lymphatic therapies and all other postoperative needs performed by a licensed medical professional. Mobile postoperative services are also available upon request. Not interested in cosmetic surgery at this time? No worries. We also provide an array of body modification services to fulfill all of your beauty enhancement requests. We understand how costly aftercare can be after a cosmetic surgery. Ask about our affordable payment plans today with instant approval and no hard credit check. Log on to www.nurse2beauty.com for more information. Call or text 404-849-0260. For education, client transformations, and reviews, follow all of our social medias at Nurse2Beauty. See you next time. It's your favorite BBL Nurse Tay on Beauty and the Body, where we tell you how it really is on Hits 92.3, the real definition of internet radio. You can buy all the makeup the Mac can make, but if you can't look inside you, find out who am I to be in the position to make me feel so damn pretty. All right, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope everyone had a safe, warm weekend. It's been really, really good to connect with you guys and just be an informative person for the community, for the cosmetic surgery industry, for all realms around, because first of all, understand I have had at this point pretty much every single type of cosmetic client that you can have. Okay. I've had female clients, I've had male clients, I've had trans clients, I've had plus size clients, I've had skinny clients, I've had clients with major complications, I've had clients with minor complications. So I'm pretty well versed, and I pride myself in not turning the hard ones away or the difficult ones, because that only makes me stronger. It makes me more informative. It makes me more educated and more confident in being your expert person to go to or to listen to or to watch in regards to knowing exactly what is going on during these type of things that you're going through, if you're considering having cosmetic surgery or if you already have had cosmetic surgery. Okay, so one of the things that I wanted to talk about today is understanding the things that your body goes through in regards to your mental state and your thinking, and how to adjust back to normal life after having surgery. Sometimes people don't understand the difference between wanting to reach your goals in your cosmetic surgery journey versus actually having body dysmorphia. Okay, because that's very tricky. It can be a very slippery slope. You may think, oh, well, since I've had this, now I want to fix that. But if you're on your 10th thing of fixing, we got to have a conversation. All right. If it's something of, this is what my ultimate goal is, based off your foundation, meaning how you look right now with your clothes off, that may warrant automatically more than one procedure. All right. That's the hardest thing to get the community to understand. Sometimes social media can be our downfall, especially in this time and climate, because you guys will look at somebody's pictures or before and after and think, oh, okay, I'm just going to book this one surgery and that's going to fix everything. And then when you get to the surgery center, they're telling you what you said you want is not possible right now. This is what we're going to have to do instead. And then now you're trying to figure out if they're trying to play you and get more money, or if they're actually being serious with you. Let me tell you this right now. It is very, very rare that any person has one surgery and that is the end all be all and fixes your desired goals. All right. Very, very rare. For one, it depends on where you're trying to go. For two, it depends on where you are, your foundation. Okay. For three, it also depends on the integrity of the surgeon that you are choosing. All right. One of the main things that people get caught up in, what I wish would change, but that has nothing to do with me, unfortunately, is a way that they get you all signed up for the surgery. I can speak on my own experience. I didn't see anyone in person when I booked my surgery. The process of it, right? I made a phone call. I talked to, I put an inquiry on the internet for the surgery center. They called me, asked me very minimal questions. My name, how old am I? How much do I weigh? And what surgery do I want? Told them all that, and the lady on the phone was like, oh yeah, based off what you just told me, I think you'd be a really, really good candidate for what you want, which is lipo 360. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I mean, I'm a nurse, so I knew what I could and couldn't do. But just think for somebody who doesn't have that, and all you're doing is having a conversation, and then they're going to get them $500 or $200 for your deposit to go ahead and get you locked in. All right. Then you're going through the journey. So let's just say you want to get something that common that happens a lot. You want a BBL. All right. And you want it, let's see, you called, what's this month? March. You called in March and you want to have it in August. Okay, fine. And they tell you, all right, based off what you said, sounds like you qualify. However, I still want you to send some pictures in for us to look at, and then we'll get back with you. That is the truth for the most part. All right. You send current pictures of yourself to the scheduler. She'll reach back out to you, or he, and they'll say, okay, we'll get you signed up. You pay all your monies. All right. And for me, I went to Miami. So you get to Miami thinking you're going to have that BBL. All right. You're going to see the surgeon most of the times only once in your life, the day of surgery. Even your pre-op day, it's not guaranteed that you'll actually see the surgeon. You'll see the assistants and the coordinators during that process of the in-person, the day before surgery, okay? The day of, you'll see the surgeon, and they'll look at you and they'll say, you want a BBL? You say, yeah, that's what I paid for. Gotta be honest with you. I don't know if you have enough fat for that. Like you're very, very small. We'll do the best that we can do. We'll do the best that we can do. But I mean, you're quite small, or they'll be like, you're not gonna have a flat stomach this first time around. I'm gonna get as much fat as I can out. They'll talk it up really, really good. I'm gonna get as much fat as I can out to still kind of slim you down and make it smaller, and I'll put it all in the back. But based off what your stomach is now, you're still gonna have some remaining left over, and you're gonna have loose skin. You're gonna have saggy skin. And you're like, oh my God, like they didn't tell me that. Well, I don't want saggy skin. I want a flat stomach. Well, based off how big your stomach is, that's what we're going to have to do. That's what it's going to be like. So what you're going to have to do is get this BBL, and then in 6 months, you come back and get a tummy tuck. And then we can get rid of that loose skin for you. So you done saved all your coin thinking, oh, I'm just going to have this one surgery and I'm going to look exactly how I want to look. And then when you get to the surgery center, they're telling you something totally different, or they're adding on something else that you're going to need. And you're not going to be prepared for that. You're going to feel like, oh, they're just saying that, trying to get more money, and bet your bottom dollar. If you have heavy stomach, I want to say big. I think that's kind of mean, but that's the only word that's coming to my mind right now. If you have a heavy stomach, you will have a lot of loose skin afterwards, and you're not going to be happy. I've had a client where that happened to. Her BBL looked great. Her butt looked amazing, and she looked great with clothes on. However, she still did not like how she looked with her clothes off because she still had residual stomach left over, and she had more flabby skin than before. So just like what I said, she went back, she got a tummy tuck, and now she looks great. At some point, I will show her pictures because she's actually a very good story as an example for that, because it happens all the time. Or you'll sign up for a tummy tuck and lipo, and they won't do it at the same time. They'll say you only can get excuse me, you only can get lipo right now. We can't do both surgeries at once. Now, I got a lot to say about that, but I'm gonna tell you this. Use your judgment. If there's a surgeon that it can do both, but people have complications, they're losing a lot of blood, their incisions are coming open, they're getting burned, that's a sign. Nowadays, surgeons are being more conservative and not doing combos, and that's doing more than one procedure. Y'all don't understand that lipo and BBL is two surgeries in one. So there's times where I had a client and I was telling them what you had done. I had a BBL. Oh, okay, so you had lipo. I didn't have lipo. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. How are they going to transfer the fat without sucking it out? That's lipo, love. So I need you to tell me where they took the fat out at. And they're like, oh, I didn't know that. Yes. They don't even know what a combo surgery is. All right. Understand, the more that you tag on to your surgery in one setting, the higher increase you have of having complications, major ones, of losing a lot of blood and of getting burned. All right. Unfortunately, you just want to hope and pray that you don't get burned, or if it is, it's very light and minor. I did not get burned when I had lipo, but I mean, that's all I had. And thank goodness they were very aggressive, but still got the job done. That is something that can happen in an instant. You know what I mean? Like, they don't know that you can't feel anything. You can't even respond because you're sleeping. So they're trying to give you that hourglass and really like giving it to you. But oh my goodness, we went too far, and now you have a burn. Now you're pissed off saying that the doctor burned you, but you wanted all this done in one setting. So sometimes, you guys, you have to understand, and this is a marathon, not a race. You have to be patient. You have to be patient. And you have to be patient. Please do not have a surgery and your birthday is next week. There's nothing anybody's going to be able to do for you. You can go on a cabin trip. You can have a sleepover. That's about all you're going to be able to do. Please do not try to go back to work the next week. You are going to feel like crap. Your body's going to get increasingly swollen to the point you're probably not even going to recognize yourself. You're going to feel horrible. If you have a job that it takes a lot of motion, like you're moving around, not a work from home. Y'all work from home, y'all got it golden. All y'all got to do is just lay there. You can still do your doggone job and nobody even knows you had the surgery. All right. But for those who have physical jobs, have to move around, have to do deliveries, work at a factory, whatever. I've even had a police officer once. You got to understand that this is not something you can play with. You've got to take the proper time. The main issue I have is with the tummy tucks right now, because you can't feel down there. So you're assuming everything is good. Oh, I'm moving around. Everything is fine. It's just like a C-section. Just you cut the same way. You just cut longer. So you're cut from side to side instead of a C-section, just that little middle part. Okay? Before you know it, your incision has come open. You don't even freaking know because you're not looking down there. And you're thinking everything is fine. And when I see you, I'm like, what have you been doing? Nothing. No, you've been doing something. You've been reaching overhead. You've been bending down a lot, picking your kid up. Well, yeah, but that's not much. Yes, it is, because now we have a whole issue that we have to deal with. Now your scar is not going to be that even, clean cut, almost invisible line. Now we have to really take it a step back and be way more careful. And we don't want this to get worse. You don't want your tummy tuck incision to get bigger and bigger and bigger. That's not going to be good. Okay, so someone asked, can I get my deposit back if I'm not pleased with the information I'm receiving after meeting the surgeon? That is a good question. Oh, it depends on the surgeon. Sometimes they'll tell you it is non-refundable deposit, and then you pretty much asked out. And then sometimes they will, if you're willing to, or they'll try to convince you to get something else, or they'll try to reel you in another type of way. It really just depends on the surgeon and their preference and their integrity for you. All of them are not aligned in that way. So, and understand, they get a lot of inquiries, and they know for a fact half of them they're not going to be able to do, but they're still going to get something out of you because you are taking their time. That's a very, very important thing to realize. You can get upset all day long, but if you're reaching out, you're taking up their time, you're wanting certain inquiries, then yes, you do have to pay the deposit. Now, for a consultation, that's free, right? So if you just have a regular conversation and based off the conversation, you're like, I don't really think I want to go with this one, or I want to keep looking around for other surgery centers, then you don't owe anything with that. It's only once you pay the deposit and you change your mind. To tag on to that, all right, let's say you paid your deposit and you've paid for the entire surgery. You get down there and something's off. Either your lab work is off, you're pregnant, or you have a positive nicotine test. All right, this is what they care about for the most part. Nicotine, smoking in general, it impedes on your growth of healing, the speed of it. It slows it down. All right. Those cells aren't oxygenating properly when you smoke. Your lungs aren't expanding the right way. So it slows it down and it gives you a longer recovery time. Or sometimes your incisions will take longer to heal up because of you being a smoker. That's why it's so important to stop smoking. I say 45 days, but they'll say 30. All right. Some surgery centers are okay with THC, marijuana. All right. It depends on the surgery center because it's a wonderful healing power herb that can help way more sometimes than the narcotics that they prescribe. So I have no problem with THC. I promote it within my business. I've seen the powers and the benefits of it. You just can't smoke out of tobacco. All right. So if you want to ingest it, if you want to do edibles, that's fine. CBD, that's fine. You just can't smoke out of anything tobacco, right? So no swishers, no leaves, none of those things, only paper or out of use a correct term, water pipe. All right. Take a couple hits of that. That'll do you a whole lot better than actually taking narcotics because they'll stop you up and make you constipated. And then now you have a whole nother issue, especially if you had a tummy tuck. You don't want to be straining using the restroom. That can also make your incision come open. All right. So when you have your surgery and you're starting to feel yourself and you're looking in the mirror and you're like, I like this. I think I look really, really good. But now I want to get my breast done. And I handled the stomach and the butt. Now I want to get my breast done. That's fine. All right. Some people, and I'm very honest with my clients, anybody who has had me will tell you, if I agree with something like that, I will tell you. If I don't, I will tell you. I will tell you your breasts look fine. Your breasts look natural. They look great. I don't really see any to do it, but hey, if that's what you want to do, go ahead. Or I'm like, okay, your boobs are hanging to your knees. I guess I can get, you don't want to have like half the job complete, right? You don't want to have a banging bottom and then you still got a saggy top, I guess. So those are some things to take into consideration. We're going to take a short commercial break and then we'll be right back to share some more tips with you guys.
Every day is a new choice. We make our beds and we lie in them.
I told you that my heart wasn't there. I handle business on the weekday, but you can have me on the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you wanna be my weekend lover, it's gonna be hard to leave. Take it from me, from me, from me. Take it from me, from me, from me. If you wanna be my weekend lover, it's gonna be hard to leave. Take it from me, from me, from me. Gonna be hard. Take it from me, from me, from me. Oh. Damn right, I wanna see you again, but I'm not ready for no love affair. And still you ask me what is happening, when I told you that my heart wasn't there. I handle business on the weekday, but you can have me on the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you wanna be my weekend lover, it's gonna be hard to wait. Take it from me, baby. Take it from me, baby. If you wanna be my weekend lover, it's gonna be hard to leave. Don't wanna leave me alone. From me. Take it from me, from me, from me. Oh.
Decatur, Lithonia, Conyers, Covington, McDonough, and all surrounding areas. Something Special Bar and Lounge presents Music Bingo and Karaoke. That's right, you heard me. Music Bingo and Karaoke every Wednesday at Something Special Bar and Lounge. On the 1 and 2s, we got DJ P-Joe. Not to mention, we got the host with the most, Kells. We got drink specials, plus the full kitchen, seafood dip, salmon bites, sweet heat wings, jerk chicken egg roll. From 5 to 7 is our happy hour. Mix and match, 2 items. Looking for good vibes, delicious drinks, delicious food. Something Special Bar and Lounge, 1377 Old McDonough Highway, Conyers, Georgia. The best spot on the east side. Express lunch on the go. Not to mention now open for lunch from 11 to 3 Monday through Friday. Look us up on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Something Special Bar and Lounge.
All right, you guys, welcome back to Beauty in the Body with Nurse Tay. Just harping in on some key points that you guys need to realize and understand when you're going through this process. I firmly believe you need to have a very good support system when it comes to the surgery. Everybody doesn't need to know your business, but the ones who care and the ones who understand why you're doing it, those people are really going to be there for you in your corner. What a lot don't understand is, I've heard one client call it the blues, but I call it its normal term, or the professional term, which is post-op depression. That's a very, very real thing. So sometimes you won't be pleased. You'll think you look a mess. You'll think that things going wrong when they haven't. You're actually doing everything you're supposed to do and you're right on track. Those are things that you need to express. Also, 2 weeks, I recommend 2 weeks before surgery, get off social media, meaning get off of anything that you have been looking at to influence you to have the surgery. Because what's going to happen is the universal rule of the law, and so to speak. You're going to see all negative stuff as the closer your time comes up. You might see some complications from the surgery center in the groups that you're in. You might start seeing that your surgeon then has some issues with the law. You might see some deaths. Everything is gonna look bad leading up to it, and then you're gonna get scared. But guess what? You're not getting your money back. So at this point, we're already here. You're already here. You unpacked it. It is happening. There's no going back. The only way you go back is if you get down there and something is not right, meaning that your testing is off. then yes, you will not be having the surgery. But if you have done the work, if you have done your research, reached out to the proper people, asked all of the questions you're supposed to ask, there's no reason to have any doubt. The only time when you have doubt is when you leave things off. All right. So some people try to get around the clearance, knowing that they have certain medical conditions and not letting it be known, because the clearance is very standard. It does not go deep and thorough at all. It's a simple urine sample, and it's a basic blood work. I mean, we're not going deep at all. They're only looking at your blood count and to see if you have a current infection. That's it. And an EKG. But there are ways to normalize the EKG if you know what you're doing. There are people that have had heart conditions and didn't let the doctor know. You're on heart medication, so your EKG is going to look normal because the medication is working. But you didn't tell the doctor that you have AFib. You didn't tell the doctor that you had a stent. There are women in their 60s and 70s that are still having cosmetic surgery. I do personally believe there should be a cutoff for that. Like at some point, you just got to love who you are. You know, not in a negative way. I'm just being serious. At some point, you got to be like, okay, like the time has passed for me to do that. However, it's some very healthy 60-year-olds that have the body of a 20 and 30-year-old. So it's really case by case basis. Only thing you guys have to do is be honest with yourself. Do not compare yourself to social media. You guys have no idea the angles that are being given when they're on the surgery table posting those results. You have no idea what type of editing has been done. Even when you're in the surgery groups and dolls are showing their results, do you know half of them aren't even telling the whole truth? They're not telling you everything that they went through after having the surgery. All they're doing is just showing you their body with clothes on and how good they look. Also, be very careful with taking any advice from anybody in those surgery groups who are not medical professionals. All right? And I'm talking to the ones who give advice. Please understand, if you're in the group and someone has a seroma, which is, a pocket of fluid, has to be drained through a needle, they're asking if you know anybody in the area who does it. You go in the comment and you say, you don't need to go see anybody. Just order the needles and the syringes off Amazon and do it yourself while looking in the mirror. Please note, if that person takes your advice and does that and punctures an organ or an artery, they can come for you because you're giving unsolicited legal medical advice with no experience, meaning you don't got nothing on paper saying you could tell somebody to do this. And yes, it has happened. So be very careful when you in the group trying to tell somebody they don't need this, all they have to do is that. Be very, very careful. Also, guys, understand the majority of those groups, I'm going to say 60% are made up of people who actually are interested, actually need to be there, actually want to be there. The other 40 are trolls. You don't know if they actually had surgery or not. You don't know if they have any experience with this or not. You don't know if they're a coordinator or not. So many people have gotten scammed because of believing someone in the group who is not who they say they are. So you guys have to tread very, very lightly where you go to get your source of information. Again, there's nothing wrong with wanting to feel more beautiful on the outside as you already are on the inside. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Just make sure you are in alignment with your reasoning and your goals. Again, do not compare yourself to social media. That's just not a good idea in general. If you have a real inquiry, reach out to someone who actually either had the surgery or knows who they're talking about. Also, make sure once you have the surgery, when you're talking to the coordinator, that you have access to your surgeon afterwards. I can't tell you how many times I have to deal with we having these issues, or we having simple questions that need to be answered, or even a basic follow-up, and they can't get through to anybody anymore. The most common thing I hear is everything is good when I'm setting up the surgery and making my payments. Once they take my money and I get off the table, I don't hear from anybody anymore. I'm telling you, hey, reach out to your surgeon, or do you have your next follow-up appointment? No, they haven't said anything to me. And I've been waiting. I've been wanting, and it doesn't happen. Guys, I mean, they have so much going on. They have so many people they're dealing with. However, I still hold them 100% accountable. If you are touching someone and actively manipulating their body, you need to be doing proper follow-ups. You need to make sure that your client is seeing someone who knows what they're doing, that they are in fact doing what they're supposed to be doing, and that they're making your name look good. It's never made sense to me how some of them can have the surgery or do the surgery and don't want to see you at all anymore. It doesn't matter what you email, what you send, what kind of complication you have. They don't want to hear it. They're unavailable. I also understand that informed consent that you sign is airtight. It's 20 pages for a reason. Okay? Don't be so quick to sign something and you're not understanding that what you're signing could be saying, even if we kill you, you can't do anything to us. You guys need to make sure you're reading what you're signing. That's very important on the after part. It's very important with getting your money back for people who have issues or major complications. Okay, I'm talking they punctured a artery or a major organ, and now that's caused you to have a series of issues. Yes, you should definitely get your money back or some sort of compensation to apologize. Not blocking the number, not ignoring you or trying to blame you for the mistake. First of all, you in no way, shape, or form can puncture anything after surgery. The only thing you can be responsible for is your movements and creating a wound. You can be responsible for that, for not moving correctly, not being aware of yourself, not using the proper soap. You can be responsible for an infection, all right? Sometimes people are so quick to blame, but if we've given you these instructions, they're for a reason. You can't go back to using your normal soaps right after surgery. You have to wait a while. You have to wait a while. You have to be careful with the type of laundry detergent that you use. All right. You just want to make sure that you're following all of the proper steps and tips so we can decrease the chance of you having a complication as minimal as possible. Understand, anytime you go under the knife, you put yourself at risk. You want that risk to be 1%. And you want to say, no, I did everything I was supposed to do. So now me and you, Dr. So-and-so, got to have a conversation about why I look like this and about why this may have happened if it's not desirable. What I am looking forward to doing going forward, I'm going to be adding some new things to the show, some new topics, some new segments, and I would really, really love you guys' feedback on it. What I want to do is highlight some people in the community for myself, for my business, of ones that did amazing with their post-op care. We were on a wonderful journey, and I want to show you guys what it looks like when you do everything that you're supposed to do and how long it takes to get there. So coming soon, every episode, I will be highlighting a certain client of mine that I've had personally that I have worked on, and I will show you where we started and where we ended. I will not show face. All right. No face, no case ever in this when it comes to my business. But I want to show you guys what it looks like when it's done right. I'm also going to be completely transparent and show you guys what it looks like when it's a complication. Make sure your stomach is ready for that, because you got to see it. All they show is the beauty side of it, the good. Nobody ever wants to talk about the bad. So when a complication occurs, you think it's only happened to you. And you don't realize it happens every day. I'm dealing with multiples that has this going on that came to me with this complication. So I want to be extremely transparent with you guys and show you the other side as well. I also want to pick my brain with my expert opinion and start highlighting some people in social media, celebrities, so to speak, or not even, and tell you what I think they might have had done. I could be right. I could be wrong. I will honestly say anybody that I play that game with, I have not had any contact with. So I will literally be going off my trained eye, but what I think has to be done. There was another question, but I didn't see it. It just went off the screen. And then I'll be able to answer that. The who had what is going to be very interesting. Would I have to change my diet before? Absolutely. Guys, please do not start. The question is, would I have to change my diet before and or after surgery? Yes. All right. You want to condition yourself to not be eating the same things. This is a lifestyle change. It's not a one and done. Okay. You have to conduct yourself properly, condition your body properly before the surgery so that your healing will be optimal. So you have to eat things that are what? High in protein, because protein aids in healing. After your surgery, depending on what you had done, right? If you had lipo only, high protein, lean fat. You don't want to get fatter during your recovery. And yes, I see it all the time. I got one right now. She get bigger every time I see her. And I'm like, baby girl, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? All right. If you had a BBL, you actually do want to eat fat. You just want to eat healthy fat. The rule of thumb is 60-40. You're naturally going to lose 40%. You want to keep the 60%. All right. So you want to eat high protein meats and you want to eat healthy fats, healthy carbs. Basically what I say, nothing fried. All right. Baked potatoes are good. Whole grain rice is good. Ice cream is wonderful for BBLs. Don't ask me why. It just is. So in the summertime, it's great for you guys. Eat all the ice cream that you want. That's going to help the fat settle. That's going to help it stick. That's going to help it stay. Think about it. If you're only worried about your lipo part when you get a BBL, so all you're eating is, salads and just meats and vegetables, you're not holding on to the transfer. You're going to lose weight. Your fat's going to be gone and you're going to be pissed. So you have to find that happy medium when it comes to a BBL. Again, all I say, to make it simple, nothing fried. All right. Nothing fried whatsoever. No French fries. It's going to be a baked potato or mashed potatoes. All right. You actually do want some fat on your meat. So ribeye steaks is very, very good. Chicken with fat on it or marble is very, very good. Okay. With your tummy tucks, same as lipo. You want to be lean. You want to be lean. You don't want to get bigger because the bigger you get, the more at risk you put for your incision to be open. All right. So I hope I was able to shed some light for you guys. I appreciate all of the feedback and questions today. Stay tuned for more to come with Nurse Tay on Hits 92.3. I will see you guys next week.
Such a fucking lady since 18. My life's been a film like Scorsese. It's crazy. I am still that bitch with a daydream, a day job amazing. I'm cash contemplating. I think about the green and she come to me. Invite her over when I want some company. I love her and she got me living comfortably. I need to pick me up. I pick me up some money. I got it out the mud with eyes. I think it's in my blood to cry. And niggas like to undermine, but this big Mindy bow with the underline. I'm a real nigga, but I'm such a fucking lady since 18. My life been a film like Scorsese. It's crazy. I am still that bitch with a daydream, a day job amazing. I'm cash contemplating. About the green and she come to me. Invite her over when I want some company. I love her and she got me living comfortably. I need to pick me up, I pick me up some money.
I just dug your bro out and then I took his hoe out. Told me showing skin is a sin, I took some more out. Like I could give about your rules and regulations. I could give a fuck about the bullshit that you saying. I got bigger balls than any nigga you know. I take all my calls on my other cell phone. They like, oh wow, she about to blow, they late. But anyhow, nice of you to show. I'm a real nigga, but I'm such a fucking lady since 18. My life been a film like Scorsese, it's crazy. I am still that bitch with a daydream, a day job amazing. I'm catch contemplating. I think about the green and she come to me. Invite her over when I want some company. I love her and she got me living comfortably. I need to pick me up, I pick me up some money.
Okay, here we go. Oh, she's so funny.